מתבייש, אני מבקש, כך ניתן מצב רוח לעלות ונתייאש. כשהשן עליי דוהר בוער, אני לא מהר, לא סופר על העבר, מוותר מרגיש את הרגע, פוגע במציאות, נוגע, שופע לא קורע ותמיד יודע שאם לא נפחד, הראש יתחדד, לא ניפרד, נתאחד, כי מה שלי ומה שלך זוהי דרך חדשה, כשהשמש עולה על כולנו מהירה, אז עם הפחד בצד, שבט אחים ואחיות מאוחד. הנה הנה for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and
I will go up to the mountaintop. Go up to the mountaintop. Up to the mountaintop. I'll go. Won't you join me on the mountaintop? Join me on the mountaintop. Join me on the mountaintop. Let's go. Yeah, sound good. Yeah, feel free to put your hands together. Yeah. I will go up to the mountaintop. Go up to the mountaintop, up to the mountaintop I'll go. Won't you join me on the mountaintop? Join me on the mountaintop. Join me on the mountaintop. Let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me to the mountaintop? To the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Yeah, to the mountaintop. Up to the mountaintop, come on, let's go. We will stand up on the mountaintop, 2 feet on the mountaintop. Stand up on the mountaintop, I know. We will stand up on the mountaintop, 2 feet on the mountaintop. Stand up on the mountaintop, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Yeah, to the mountaintop. Up to the mountaintop, come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Yeah, to the mountaintop. Up to the mountaintop. top, come on, let's go. Look out from the mountaintop, see clear from the mountaintop. Look out from the mountaintop, I know. We'll dance up on the mountaintop, sing from the mountaintop, and praise from the mountaintop. Let's go. Will you come with me? Come with me, yeah, to the mountaintop, up to the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me, yeah, to the mountaintop, up to the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Up to the mountaintop, come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me to the mountaintop? Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me to the mountaintop? Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me to the mountaintop? Let's go. Yeah, will you come with me? Will you come with me to the mountaintop? Let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Yeah, to the mountaintop, up to the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? Yeah, to the mountaintop, up to the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Up to the mountaintop. Come on, let's go. Up to the mountaintop, come on, let's go. Up to the mountaintop, come on, let's go.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
So I was really worried that you wouldn't know any of our traditional melodies. Just a few. It is so wonderful for us to be together on this Shabbat. It is wonderful to be part of a sacred community. It is wonderful to partner with a local staple historical institution of the Scottsboro Boys Museum this weekend. It is very, very wonderful to share the bima with Rabbi Micah Lapidus and Melvin Miles. So I've been signing my emails with the words RPJ, like Rabbi PJ. So you'll be RMM.
Honorary rabbi.
Honorary Rabbi. There we go.
I'll take it.
There we go. You taught us traditional melodies, so there you go. There we go. So one of the really cool things about Rabbi Lapidus and Melvin is throughout this evening, we're going to be experiencing a Shabbat unlike any other. And while at first glance, you might not realize how much of the lyrics in the music that we will experience this evening is infused with Judaism. Inspired by our commentaries, inspired by our liturgy, inspired by our text. That is the way in which the music comes to light and stirs our souls and our hearts and our abilities to come together and find that fire within. What's also amazing is that all of us will experience this Shabbat quite differently. And like all Shabbats that allow us to separate ourselves from the rest of the week, I ask you to just separate yourself from what may be familiar, what may be known, and embrace the unfamiliar. And join with us and participate with us and engage with us as we come together acknowledging the importance of partnerships, the importance of community, and the importance of all of us coming together to make the world a better place. I'm Rabbi P.J. Schwartz, for those of you who do not know me. And we are here, as I said, with Rabbi Melvin Miles and Rabbi Micah Lapidus. And of course, there is all of you. Our service this evening will primarily be taken from this supplement. 93 to 98% of our service this evening is not in our prayer book. And all the lyrics to all the songs that we are going to be hearing and all the prayers that we're going to be hearing this evening can be found here. So as you listen, use this supplement as a guide. Use this supplement to help stir your thoughts and your relationship with our tradition in this particular way. So with that in mind, one of the things that we often do is we start with words of Hine Matov. So how good and how wonderful it is for us to be together, for us to come together and pray on this day.
That was beautiful. There's Shabbat Shalom again. I'm Micah Lapidus.
And I'm Melvin Miles.
And we're really so delighted to be here for Shabbat in this beautiful sanctuary that is transformed and made so much more beautiful by the fact that we are here together and creating this Shabbat experience. So we're all on the same level playing field, except for me and Melvin, because more than likely you've never heard any of these songs because we wrote them all, and we wrote them with moments like this in mind, coming together, creating community, celebrating Shabbat, finding our common ground, inspiring one another, and seeking comfort and inspiration from our tradition. So you want to explain how this one works?
So this Hine Matov, I'm going to sing it one time or maybe twice. Are any singers in here? Are there any folks who sing? Okay, so it should be simple to catch on. So once you hear it, just come on and sing with me. How good, how good, how good, how good it is to be together. I'll do it one more time. How good, how good, how good, how good it is to be. I see some of you already singing. Together. Come on, try with me. How good, how good, how good, how good it is to be together. Now, this one is a little bit different. How good, how good, how good, how sweet and good it is to be together. Try that with me. How good, how good, how good, how sweet and good it is to be together. Let's sing Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim achim gam yachad. Hine hine matov u'manayim shevet achim achim gam yachad. It's a simple thing for sure, a thing so good and pure to be together. It's a simple thing for sure, yeah, a thing so good and pure to be together. Hine Matov. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים אחים גם יחד. הנה הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים אחים גם יחד. It's a blessing that I need, so let's gather now in peace and be together. Anybody else? It's a blessing that we need, so let's gather now in peace and be together. Hine mato, let me hear you. Hine mato u'manayim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. Hine hine mato u'manayim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. How good it is. Y'all sounded great.
So, friends, darkness is no stranger to our Jewish souls. Our history is endlessly woven with moments of loss, of exile, destruction, and uncertainty. And all too often have we as Jews and as a people, and even as a society, been surrounded by darkness, all where there once was light. This is the story of exile after the destruction of the temple, of the pogroms, of the Holocaust, of October 7th and its ongoing aftermath, and of the personal and collective grief that leaves us feeling alone in the night. But the Jewish response to darkness, friends, is to never succumb. It's to sing, it's to act, it's to create light. Because our tradition insists that even when we stand in shadow, we are never powerless. For us to sing in the darkness is to refuse to let it have the final word. And in moments of despair, we kindle flames of resilience, kindness, and hope. Because our story is not just about surviving darkness, it's about transforming it, infusing it with love and planting seeds of light, even when hope seems distant. So in a time when many of us may feel surrounded by uncertainty and fear, we are called to the action, asking ourselves, what is our suffering or offering? What is our offering to the darkness? Will this offering be one of a voice of love, a gesture of justice, or a refusal to despair? So on this Shabbat, may all of us be bearers of light. May all of us be singers of love. And may all of us be sowers of hope. We continue with our candle blessings, and at this time I'd like to invite up Sharon Frost.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotah v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
To my left and to my right, darkness sits where once was light. All at once darkness surrounds. There's a silence beneath the sound. To my left and to my right, darkness sits as dark as night. At my feet, before my eyes, shadows fall and darkness lies. To this darkness I will sing a song of love, my offering. To this darkness I will sing a love profound, my offering, my offering. Of this darkness I describe, who among us would deny? To reveal, to touch, to feel, it's a force both true and real. Defy we must in ways our own, just as seeds of light are sown. A single candle kindles light, with hope renewed we greet the night. Ooh, to this darkness I will sing a song of love, my offering. To this darkness I will sing a love profound, my offering. To this darkness I will sing a song of love, my offering, my offering, a love profound, my offering, a love profound, my offering. To this darkness I will sing a song of love, my offering. To this darkness I will sing a love profound, my offering, my offering.
To live a Jewish life is a life in which we strive to be nourished by sacred time, by sacred actions, and by sacred relationships. And when we return to these rituals, we do so not out of obligation alone, but we do so because they fill us, they sustain us, and they remind us of the holiness in simply being. It's sacred time that gives us space to breathe. After all, Shabbat is our sanctuary in time. It allows us to step away from the noise of the world and immerse ourselves in what truly matters: rest, connection, gratitude. It's a reminder that our worth is not measured by productivity, but by presence. And sacred actions give us a sense of purpose. Judaism is not a tradition of passive belief, but of doing. We sanctify the ordinary through our mitzvot, our commandments, blessings before we eat, comforting the mourning, pursuing justice. And each act is a thread that weaves holiness into the fabric of daily life. And sacred relationships remind us that we do not walk this path alone, because Judaism is rooted in community, gathering for prayer, for study, for celebration. We're called to care for one another, to seek out those who are vulnerable, to build a world infused with compassion. And we honor our ancestors by carrying forward their wisdom and shaping the future by teaching the next generation. In joy and in sorrow, we hold one another, bound together by an enduring covenant. In a world that often feels chaotic, Jewish tradition grounds us. In moments of despair, it offers resilience. And to live a Jewish life is to be nourished, not for a moment, but continually, as we return again and again and again to the sacred, to the meaningful, and to the eternal. So let us now come together as we greet our Shabbat bride. And not only do we greet our Shabbat bride, towards the very, very end, when I do the magic thing that I went to rabbinical school to do. So when I do this, that's why we went, right? Yeah.
It's an incredible gift.
It's an incredible gift. And 87% of the time they follow it. So when I do this, I want you to take the time to greet each other. Wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. Especially if there's a face in the room that you've never met before, somebody you've never had an opportunity to speak with, greet them. Because all of us are welcome, just as much as we welcome the Shabbat bride. Lecha Dodi.
This gift embrace the sacred time of sacred space. With loving heart this life affirms. To peace and rest let us return. To peace and rest let us return.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat
Open arms as friends we meet, some brokenness we make complete, awakening our hearts with song, our spirits rise, we carry on, our spirits rise, we carry on.
Join us, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela.
Our freedom's found only within. With every breath we let love in. Nowhere to go, no place to be. Here and now, just you and me. Here and now, just you and me.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Oh Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela.
This precious world is spinning round. The moon will rise, the sun goes down. In whispered words, a still small voice Angels dance and we rejoice. Angels dance and we rejoice.
Wow, you brought a special friend. Oh, you get to stay up late. Shabbat is about staying up late and wearing your nice shoes. I love that. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabel laho lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabel.
So this is the real fun part, because every single week they don't know if I'm going to say, please be seated, or please remain, wow. As I said, remain standing. The suspense is killing some of them. So as we acknowledge the fact that not only is there one God, but we are one people filled with community and compassion, and we all were standing on Mount Sinai receiving the Torah, receiving the values that we hold dear. We remain standing for the words of Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vayem. You shall love Adonai, your God. You shall love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. You shall love your God. Set these words, oh, these words, these sweet, precious words, set them on your heart. Set these words, oh, these words, oh, these sweet, sacred words, set them on your heart. You shall love you shall love, you shall love your God.
One of the things that I always teach the congregation, gents, is that Judaism is far more a religion of deed over creed. Our relationship with God and our relationship with our Judaism is by doing. And we know that there was that amazing picture with Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel and Martin Luther King Jr., and we are all aware of that very famous quote in which Rabbi Heschel said, it's as if we were praying with our feet. And step by step and step by step and step by step, marching together, they rallied together to fight for freedom, to fight for justice, to fight for equality, to fight for compassion, to fight for love and joy. And so too, we hold on to that sacred tradition where we are a faith of doers, and we too can pray with our feet.
Rabbi, we've known each other for a long time, but I've never heard you preach and teach, and it's just such a joy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's really special. We've known 20 years, probably, longer. Doesn't feel like it, but yeah, a minute. This is the first song that I wrote that I ever heard Melvin sing. And it was quite a dramatic setting. We were in a synagogue somewhat like this, the Temple in Atlanta. Who's been there? Anybody? Yeah. And the combined choirs of the Temple and Ebenezer Baptist Church were singing. It was a Friday night of Martin Luther King weekend. The Falcons had not yet lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It was a very heady and wonderful time. And I heard Melvin sing this song, and I said, who is that? And I understood instantly when I heard Melvin sing this song that that was the way the song was meant to be sung, and also that someone couldn't sing like that if they didn't have the heart and the soul and the consciousness and the conscience that I've discovered in Melvin. And he then played hard to get for a few years, but we're here now, so it's okay. And as members of an extended Jewish family, we should be so proud. The original marching song is not Praying with Our Feet. It's the song that comes at the end of this setting.
Step by step, mile by mile, we're not there yet. It's gonna take a while, block by block, street by street. The path of justice is dark complete. Hill by hill, through the veil, though the shadows fall, light will prevail. Through pain and tears, through rain and snow, to the mountaintop we go. We'll be praying with our feet, praying with our feet. We'll be praying with our feet. We'll be praying with our feet, praying with our feet. We'll be praying with our feet. Hand in hand, arm in arm. When we march together, we march strong. Bridge by bridge and town by town, like a rolling train that won't slow down. We'll be praying with our feet, praying with our feet. We'll be praying with our feet. We'll be praying with our feet till the work's complete. We'll be praying with our feet. Together we can, together we will. Just keep the faith, we're gonna get there still. Together we can, together we must march again with hope, faith, and trust. Mikamoka Baelim Adonai, Mikamoka Medaba Kodesh, Nora Teilot, Osefele Adonai, Imlok Leolam Baed, 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 Adonai, Imlok Leolam Baed.
So do you guys want to go off script for a second?
Always.
Good.
Yeah?
I tend to do this sometimes. It's not really off script, but I'm going to explain what we're going to do out loud so it makes sense to me and everybody else and then you.
Good.
Because that's usually how it goes. We have this setting that Rabbi Lapidus and Melvin have written together or have presented called All That's in My Heart. And these words ultimately are all the words of the Amidah, that standing prayer, that prayer in which we're having that age-old conversation with God. So what we're going to do is we are going to listen to these words of All That's in My Heart, and then I will do my amazing $150,000 hand motion, and we will then hear those.
Is that what a rabbinic educate? Never mind.
Then we will hear those words of Adonai Sefatai Tiftach, asking God to give us the words to be able to pray and say and have conversation. Now this is where we're going off script a little bit. So, and we've done this once before. So there's this concept within Judaism called hitbodedut. And it's where you turn inward and have your own personal conversation with God. So after we've done Adonai Sifatai Tiftach, I invite you to not necessarily stay where you are. Go to one of the stained glass windows. Go to a yard site board with a name of somebody that you loved and that you care about. Go into the old rabbi's office or in the back. Take a moment for yourself. Be with yourself. And then we'll come back together as one.
If you feel so moved, you're welcome to sing with us, of course.
Help me find the words to express all that's in my heart. Words of praise and thanksgiving, all that's in my heart.
Help me find the words to express all that's in my heart. Words of hope and words of fear, all that's in my heart. 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 Help me find the words to express all that's in my heart. Words of rebuke and comfort, all that's in my heart. Words of sweetness and bitterness, of compassion and tyranny. Words that blind with rage, words that help me see. All, sing with us. All that's in my heart. 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 Words of insight and callousness, words both kind and cruel, words of inspiration, words of wisdom true. Where's the wisdom? Words of wisdom true. Adonai's my time, Sfatai Tivta, Ufi Agi, Tehila Techa, Tehila Techa. bring us out of this individual togetherness with a song that is about creating peace together. Maybe we just had an experience of that, some of us. Peace together.
Can we see the simple truth that our fates, each and all, are intertwined? Can't we see the simple truth that our souls are bound, yours and mine? That our souls are bound, yours and mine. Can't we see the simple truth that together really is the only way? Can't we see the simple truth that there's never gonna be a finer day? That there's never gonna be a finer day. So let's make peace together. It's now or never. Peace together, here and now. So let's make peace together. It's now or never. Peace together, here and now. We learned long ago, but we forgot that this sacred earth is all our homes. We learned long ago, but we forgot that love is what makes our gardens grow. Love is what makes our gardens grow. So let's make peace together. It's now or never. Peace together, here and now. So let's make peace together. It's now or never. Peace together. Let's make peace together. Let's make peace together. Let's make peace together. Come on, peace together. Here and now.
Our tradition tells us that healing, refuah, is a process, one that encompasses the body, the soul, the community. It's about restoring balance, about finding shalom, which is not just about peace, but wholeness amid brokenness, bringing light into those places of pain. And when Miriam, Moses' sister, was struck with illness, Moses cried out in the simplest, most heartfelt prayer the words, El na refana la. Oh God, please heal her. And these words are profound in their brevity. It speaks not of certainty, but of yearning, not of control, but of hope. Because healing in Judaism is not only about physical recovery, it's about presence, it's about connection, it's about resilience. And when we pray for healing, we do so not because we assume that a miracle will occur just as we wish, but because in naming that need for healing, we affirm that suffering is seen, that pain matters, and that no one should bear it alone. And healing is in the love that we extend, the prayers that we offer, the meals that we bring, the hands that we hold. And at its core, it's an act of hope. It's a belief that pain is not the final word, that brokenness can be transformed, and that even in the darkest moments, there's possibility of renewal. On this Shabbat, our congregation thinks of Brian Lavery, Eva Berman, Patrick Groark, Jerry Perlman, Maddie Prieb, Eileen Linton, Joyce Putoff, John Prieb, Chuck Campbell, Stephen Giller, Charlie Crocker, Sarah Crocker, Margaret Ann Goldsmith, Al Jupiter, Joy Suskind, Lynn Weil, Sue Chatham, Sarah Ballin, Charles Simon, Suzanne Horsley, Charlie Appleby, Wayne Copeland, Jane Altschuler, Dee Berkowitz, Sharon Schuff, Rebecca Stewart, and Renata Limmer. If there is a name that you would like to add on this Shabbat for our prayer for healing, I invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. Baruch atah Adonai rofei hakol. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings forth healing to all those who need it most.
El Narifana, El Narifana, El Narifana,
El Narifana, El Na, El Narifana, Yaeda, Yaeda, Mekor HaChaim, Yaeda, Yaeda, Havienu Lechaim, Havienu Lechaim, El Narifana,
El Narifana,
El Narifana, El Na, El Na, El Narifana, El Narifana, El Narifana. Rabbi Schwartz, is it okay if I try to recreate the experience of glee that you expressed when we asked if we could occupy the sermon slot tonight on your behalf?
Yes, please do. Please do.
It was a joyful moment. I think hopefully others afterwards will accept the premise, which is that a sermon can be delivered in song. And there's not really a place in the Shabbat service for this particular song, except for in a sermonic slot. And this song is dear to us, and Melvin explains it and sings it much better than I could.
So this song is called I Am. And what it is an acknowledgement that we are all individual human beings, whole entire human beings. We all have blood running through our veins. We all have family who loves us. We love each other. We are entire human beings, no matter what your color is, your religion, your sex, your race, whatever it is, however you came to this earth, you deserve respect, you deserve love, and we all are here together. So we have to respect each other as individual, entire human beings. And that's how the divine made us all. And we are. No matter what, we are. I am. Whether you see me or not, whether you believe in me or not, whether you love me or not, I am. Whether you stand with me or not, whether you embrace me or not, whether you see me or not, I am. Clothed in dignity, I am. Bathed in love, I am. I am a prayer, I am a prayer, I am. I am a blessing, I am a prayer, I am. Down this road I walk, sometimes alone I walk, sometimes with you I walk, but I am. To the horizon I walk, the sun is rising as I walk, my head held high as I walk, because I am. Clothed in dignity, I am. Bathed in love, I am. I am a prayer, I am a prayer, I am. I am a blessing, I am a prayer, I am. Blessing, I am a prayer. Oh, yes, I am.
One of the things that we know about being B'Tselem Elohim, created in the divine image, is that perhaps our own mission in life is to discover that divine spark within us so we can share it with others. And I think that in many ways, when we are able to find that gift, when we're able to find that spark, that will be that day in which we truly will live as one. That will be the moment in which we will come together as one, because all of us will have that piece of divinity that we're sharing with others. Because it's one of those precious gifts that we don't hold on for ourselves, but we experience and share with all those whom we trust, whom we love, whom we encounter. And that will be a very beautiful day.
This is a hopeful song. And that was a hopeful message.
There will come a day when we shall live as one. Oh, come a day together as one. There will come a day when we shall all be one. Oh, come a day when we shall all be one. On that day, will you join me on that day? On that day, stand beside me on that day. 'Cause we will dance, yes, we will sing. We will dance and we will sing. Oh, on that day, won't you join us on that day? On that day, stand beside me on that day. 'Cause we will laugh, yes, we will smile. We will know peace a little while. Oh, on that day, 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 may we live to see that day. May we live to see that day. May we work to see that day. May we dare to dream that day. May we live to see that day. Arise.
We take a moment and we turn our thoughts to those loved ones who are no longer with us, but will forever remain in our hearts and in all that we do. As a congregation, we think of Joan May, who has recently passed, as well as the anniversaries of those who passed away at this time in years past. Israel Tabor, Whitty Gish, Margaret Hertzberg, Esther Dillon Gilbert, Leonard Myron Cohen, Victor Hanan, Amelia Schneider Mendelson, Henrietta Bernstein, Israel Bernard Miller, Jack Coley, Layla Levinson Levine, and Mort Levinson. If there is a name that you would like to add on this Shabbat, I invite you to do so as my eyes meet yours. Supporting those who mourn and in the memory of the martyrs of our people, we rise together for Mourners Kaddish, which is on the very back of your handout. Remember, we end with the words, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, amen. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra hirutei v'yamlich malhutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabba mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran me'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and may the source of comforts and comfort to all who are bereaved. And we say, amen. Please be seated. So I want to give some announcements, and then I would love to invite up Dr. Thomas Reedy, who is the director of the Scottsboro Boys Museum, to share some words. And then we had part one of To the Darkness, so we need a part. There is the part two.
We can do that, and that was what I was asking for you to vote on.
Perfect. So we'll To This Darkness, and with darkness there's light. So we'll talk about our sweetness with Kiddush and Motzi, and then we'll wrap up.
Perfect.
Great.
Good chat.
Good job. Shabbat services behind the ark. You're telling Audrey that? All right, couple announcements. They're not leaving us yet. Come tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. for a very, very, very powerful Torah study, prayer experience, all about the idea that community is a verb. Journey through Torah through song, and join us for a Kiddush luncheon afterwards with all the goodies. $10 suggested donation. Then tomorrow night, I know it seems far, but it will be worth every single gallon of your gas tank. Scottsboro Boys Museum tomorrow night is going to be an amazing, amazing concert. We're going to begin off with Havdalah, which is really, really cool because I've never done Havdalah in a former church before. But it really, really blends this idea of community and interfaith collaboration. So we'll begin with Havdalah, and then we will continue with a concert to end our weekend together. Check the booklet and our emails and Facebook, because we have a load of events coming up. FYI for congregants, I am going to be in Chicago beginning on Sunday. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be available by phone, email, and I would say usually pigeons, but it's too cold up there. So Husky, perfect. Husky, send your Husky for any messages. It is my pleasure right now to invite Dr. Thomas Reedy to our bima to share a couple words before we do some concluding songs and prayers.
Thank you, Rabbi Schwartz, Rabbi Micah, and Rabbi Melvin.
That's right.
Good man.
Yeah, you know, I've known Rabbi Schwartz now for about a year, and I didn't know the honorary rabbi thing was a thing. I guess I didn't.
You're close.
Well, I had space in between. You just became a Rotary member.
Okay. Well, is that good or bad?
Well, we have to space these honors out.
Okay, I got it. Okay, all right. So there's still hope.
There's always hope.
Well, I'm happy to be in front of you. I'm not going to spend a lot of your time tonight, especially with this beautiful music. I grew up in the Roman Catholic Church, and y'all have much better music here than we ever heard growing up. But the Scottsboro Boys Museum commemorates 9 young African Americans who were arrested in 1931. They were boarded train, they were hoboing. They're pulled off that train. They were arrested for raping 2 white women, a crime that was it didn't happen. There was no crime, and certainly these young men didn't do it. And they knew this. They knew this within hours after the arrest. The girls were taken to Scottsboro and seen by doctors. That was just the beginning of the story. And it's a long story, and for those of you who are able to come tomorrow night, you'll be able to see this. We commemorate their lives. We commemorate their legacy. In fact, that's part of our mission statement. The other part of our mission statement uses words I can't use anymore. Words like diversity. I'm not joking. Words like inclusiveness, equity, equality. Now, we got an email this morning saying that these grants that we had applied for, and this is with the Institute of Museums of Library and Science, that we could not, if you had used this in your application, you were going to have to redo part 6. I'm like, what? So 3 hours later, we got another email saying there was a court order, an injunction, and don't do anything yet. So, and I'm telling this not to tell you anything that you don't know or haven't heard or not reading. It's just that our museum's important. Our museum's important. All museums are important. But our museum tells a difficult story, but it's a difficult story that has a lot of layers. And one of the layers that may surprise everyone in this room is that some of the best of humanity is found in this case. Some of the absolutely most courageous examples of human behavior I see in the 1930s Scottsboro case. And it reminds all of us that in the darkest times, that's when we really can shine. That's when we can shine. And you know what the problem is, though? A lot of us don't know that. A lot of us don't know that. We had 60 10th graders at the museum this morning. Came from Collinsville. I didn't even know where Collinsville was, if you can tell. I didn't grow up in Alabama. And I talked to them about peer pressure. Spent half their history lecture just talking about peer pressure. But the idea in that was that they can rise up, okay, the way we can rise up. I am a very odd choice for a director of a civil rights museum. I did not run for this office. Sheila Washington was a local activist in Scottsboro, started this museum. She led it. I tagged along. I rode on her coattails. And unfortunately, on January 25th in 2021, we lost Sheila suddenly. She wasn't sick. She had foot pain, and we talked her into going to the doctor. She stepped into the doctor's office and dropped dead. It was her time. She had all the medical staff there, and they couldn't. I was asked to be an interim, to step in as an interim, and that was 4 years ago. I am a white man of Irish Catholic background. But I know a little bit about the shared experience that I'm hearing in some of this. And I know it through my grandparents, who, by the way, I love dearly, but they were racist. But my grandparents all came from Ireland. They were all immigrants. And I grew up thinking the English were monsters. I literally thought that they were monsters. Eventually, unfortunately, my mother and father were educated. They had been out in the world. They knew people. We had people coming through our house of all backgrounds and diversity, and they laughed at their parents for this. So I grew up with that. But if I didn't have my parents and I grew up, or if they were my parents, it's just hard. Our museum puts people in a place where you have to know their story. And if you know their story, if you commit to knowing the story, you're going to come out on the other end. You're going to come out on the other end stronger. If you know their story, you're going to come out on the other end with more empathy. When I asked these kids this morning, why do we even bother studying history? Because why are we studying this bad stuff? Can't we just move forward? And one little girl says, we can't unless we know where we've been. I don't know where she got that, but I said, you stole my line. You come up here and talk. You got to know where this all comes from. And I'll tell you, it's a long history. And the other thing that I like to say too, and I believe this, and this is why I hope all of you could come tomorrow night. In the long history of the civil rights movement, there have been countless, you can't even name all the contributing factors to the advancements that have been made in social justice and equality. Nothing stands above the Scottsboro Boys case. Not only were there 2 U.S. Supreme Court decisions, there was countless cultural contributions. The song I Am, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow because we're going to look at a Langston Hughes poem that he wrote in the early 1930s. And I don't have it. If I had prepared better I would have read it. He was preaching the same thing. You know, I am. So I'm going to let someone with real talent start operating up here. But I also want to thank, by the way, Ren. Do you want to stand up back there? Come on, stand up, wave. Ren Carroll is fairly new to the museum. She's worked with us for 2 or 3 months now. She handles all our social media, all of our publicity, membership, all this. So thank you, Ren, for everything you do. And Audrey is not here tonight. I don't see Audrey, but Audrey has also helped out quite a bit on this project. So anyway, the program starts at 4 o'clock. You can get there earlier if you want, because we're actually going to be open all day. But at 4 o'clock, if you don't have a ticket, we, kick you out. No, we don't kick anybody out. But at 4 o'clock, this program starts. At 6:30, we'll have a wine and cheese reception. And then at 7, the concert starts. Okay, there'll be some remarks beforehand, but right around 7. And then afterwards, I was told to buy cookies. So you'll have that. That's yet another reason to come to Scottsboro. We're right across from Unclaimed Baggage. A lot of people know where that is. I have friends that are coming up. They're going to Unclaimed Baggage. They're coming to the museum. They're going out to dinner, and they're coming back for the wine and cheese and the concert. So they've got a full Scottsboro. They're doing full Scottsboro. So anything's possible. We have these to hand out. If anybody has not yet bought a ticket, I've talked to many of you who said you've already bought a ticket. If you have not, Ren has a bunch of these cards and a QR code. It takes you right to the ticket page and makes it real easy for you. Tickets are $15, which is a great deal because we charge $10 for admission anyway, so this includes your admission fee, so you're not paying much more than you would have to pay if you went anyway to the museum. So thank you very much, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow if they can make it. Thank you.
So, Thomas, I know something about English being monsters. My 11th grade English class was just really rough.
We came along, not that long, but we came a ways to be here. And Temple B'nai Shalom and the Scottsboro Boys Museum made a significant investment of time, energy, all of the resources in order to make this possible. That is a huge, humbling truth for us. And community is a verb, and if we can show up, and if you can drag that person who you know does not want to come with you, but will be so glad that you drag them, please do come. Not because we need to have lots of people hear us sing our songs, that's nice, but because ultimately we leave and you all stay, and this is your community, and to get to know one another and to support this partnership and to honor the investment that's been made by institutions that we value. So please, please, please do come. bring people of all ages, all abilities, all political persuasions. We call ourselves Music for People of Conscience, and that's meant to be as inclusive as it sounds. And so please, let's do this together. We are gonna do, you wanna do Kiddush and Motzi, and then we're gonna do Swim, Swim, Swim. It's a little more upbeat, and it's a little more
Kiddush and Motzi.
in spirit with what Thomas shared. So
All
we'll
right,
go from
Kiddush and Motzi. So if you want, so one of you can also have the honor of holding the Kiddush cup.
Melvin will take it if it's red.
Is it red? It is red. It is red. Can we get an amen? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehila lamikra kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'harta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim. You can have it. Where do we have the challah? Where did it go? It's over there? Oh, it's in the chair. Perfect. All right. All right. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Please join us for a beautiful oneg following this swimmingly good conclusion to our Shabbat.
If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. Swim, swim, swim. If the sun don't shine well, the sky won't fall. Where the wicked rule, may we break their thrall. When the oceans rage, may we heed the call and swim, swim, swim. When the walls go up, we've gotta tear them down. If the crops don't grow, we've gotta water the ground. When the flood waters rise, if you don't wanna drown, you gotta swim, swim, swim. Yes, if the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. Swim, swim, swim. They say the darkest hour brings the dawn. They say the righteous take refuge in a song. They say the path to the sea is steep and long. So swim, swim, swim. Those who worship power do an idol make. There are those who give, there are those who take. In the desert sun, the brick's gonna break while we swim. A heart of stone just gonna weigh you down. Evil words making evil sound. The The winds of hate will run your ship aground. So you gotta swim, swim, swim. Letakeno lam b'machut shada. Letakeno lam b'machut shada. Behold the glory of God with our own two eyes, while we swim, swim, swim. Come on and sing it. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, 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 swim. Come on, sing it one more time with us. Yeah, if the waters don't part, we gotta swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. If the waters don't part, we gotta swim, swim, swim. Swim, 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 swim.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to come together in peace and in unity. שבת אחים ואחיות שרק רוצים לחיות, להיות להבות, התקוות בעיניים פתוחות, בידיים אוהבות ומקבלות, ובידיעה שכולנו משפחה, באמונה שתוכנו יש מקום גדול לאהבה. כשהמים זורמים הם אותנו מובילים, מרומים מצבעים, כי מה שלי הוא מה שחזוי דרך חדשה, כשהשמש עולה על כולנו מהירה. אז עוד שנייה, הנה זה בא, כמו הנשמה, נשמה, נשימה. הנה, 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 אני מבקש, כך ניתן מצב רוח לעלות ונתייאש. כשהשן עליי דוהר, בוער, אני לא מהר, לא סופר על העבר, מוותר, מרגיש את הרגע, פוגע במציאות, נוגע, שופע לא גורע ותמיד יודע שאם לא נפחד, הראש יתחדד, לא ניפרד, נתאחד, כי מה שלי הוא מה שחזוי דרך חדשה, כשהשמש עולה על כולנו מהירה, אז עם הפחד בצד, שבת אחים ואחיות מאוחד. הנה, הנה